The Masterchef Kitchen, the toughest kitchen on television. It's the halfway point of the competition, and 7 celebrities remain, all ready to cook again and fight for their place in the competition.
It's such new ground for everybody, you know, particularly for me.
Masterchef has definitely got into my bloodstream, into my consciousness.
Watching their every move are 2 judges who expect perfection. 2 Michelin star chef Daniel Clifford, Dubliner and award-winning chef Robin Gill.
Wow.
Who has what it takes to survive in the Masterchef kitchen?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't start this competition not caring about what I was doing, but as I progress into it, I become aware how much I care.
It's a joy to be here, and I've enjoyed every single minute of what's happened so far. We fella start school today, and I'll miss that, but hopefully it's worth, you know, me missing it and being here.
Good morning, and welcome back to the Masterchef Kitchen. Congratulations, you've all made it through to the halfway point of the competition. Over the next 2 days, it's all about pastry.
Today, we've got an amazing masterclass for you. We've got one of the world's best pastry chefs. Let me introduce you to Claire Clark.
Wow, in the world. High praise indeed, thank you. So today I'm going to be making a sticky toffee pudding. This is one of my favourite desserts, but it is a little bit different, and it's something I've created especially for your MasterChef contestants today. Are we ready? Yes. Yep. Okay, let's get cooking.
Claire will now demonstrate her sticky toffee pudding a la mode, which includes a vanilla parfait with a date sponge, glazed chocolate mousse filled with salt, treacle and amaretto, and chocolate shards.
Well, I recognised Claire the moment I saw her, and of course everybody knows that she's one of, if not the leading patissier in the world. So you're thinking, right, well, she's not going to be making chicken soup then, so we could be stuck here.
So we're going to start with the sponge.
Claire combines the butter, sugar, eggs, flour and baking powder with the prepared dates and bakes.
We've got several things that we've got to get into the freezer to chill down, and that's going to be sort of imperative to how the finish of your dessert looks. So we're going to start with making the parfait base, and for this we're going to make a crème anglaise.
For the anglaise, milk, vanilla, sugar and eggs are combined and heated. This base is then added to whipped cream and placed into moulds.
And we're just going to put a little bit in the bottom, and we're going to freeze that down first.
Oh.
So we're just going to
do this to freeze that and then put the rest on top afterwards?
No, we're going to put the sponge in.
OK.
Claire brings cream and treacle to a boil and adds salt to taste before chilling. She then soaks the amaretti biscuits in amaretto liqueur and sets aside.
So we're using a special chocolate as well. So this is called Caramelia, which is a caramel-based milk chocolate.
Moving on to the mousse, Claire folds the melted chocolate into the whipped cream. Glucose and gelatin are added before piping into moulds and leaving to set.
So now our parfait is set. So you're going to use your cutter. You need to cut 4 bits of a bit of sponge. Cut that bit off the top. Because otherwise it'll be taller than the mould. OK, so they go in the middle.
The next step is to pipe the remaining parfait into the moulds to cover the sponge and freeze.
I think you've been set up, to be totally honest with you.
OK, so now we're ready to fill our mousses. So at this point, they really do need to go into the glass chiller. OK, so next we're going to make the glaze.
Glucose and condensed milk are heated together and added to white chocolate. The mixture is then divided. Caramel extract is added to one, and white food colouring to the other.
Chocolate next, so back over the bain-marie.
Once the chocolate is melted, Claire adds orange zest, coffee and salt.
So put all the chocolate on, spread it over, and then you're going to put another sheet on top. press down.
So this is the hardest part.
Yeah, this is the most technical.
That's what's a walk in the park, son. This, however.
Alrighty. Then once you feel you got to that state, you're going to pull them apart. Okay, and then they're going to go into the fridge.
With all the main elements completed, Claire begins to build the dessert.
So we're going to warm the outside. Oh, wow.
The parfait is sprayed with white chocolate and the mousse is glazed. Claire now pipes chocolate onto the plate. The parfait goes on first, followed by the mousse.
Just with another little knife, you're going to slide it on top.
She decorates with gold leaf and chocolate shards.
A little bit of chocolate, and we can stick those on around the outside. Okay. And there we are. That's your completely different take on a sticky toffee pudding.
Stunning.
Quite a lot of elements. Okay, ready for tasting?
Ah, go on then. Yeah.
I can't.
Perfect.
I can't.
Oh my God.
You're like Christian ham.
Ridiculous.
Fair play, Claire, that's absolutely amazing.
That's stunning.
Right, everybody, on a serious note, it's your turn to make it.
You're a gas man, Daniel. Do you know that?
Now you've got 3 hours to make it. Good luck. Your cooking time starts now.
And they hand us the method, and there are 7 pages in it. Like, there were 4 laminated together. You think, oh, 4 pages, that's bad enough. And then you look, oh no, there's stuff on the back. It's like in an exam. Sitting there going, I forgot to read that page.
Oh, it's all gone, isn't it?
First ever sponge.
Yeah? Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah, so can I.
The best way I could describe it was like being blindfolded, put into a car and driven to a location and getting out and meeting a mechanic and him saying, right, we have a 1978 Ford Capri here and we're going to take it apart and I want you to rebuild it. Now, it's dead easy. It's just processes. Just follow each step.
Double cream, double cream, double cream. Today now, I'm trying to keep the desktop tidy. Rather than the way I cooked the other day, it was just like a Marrakesh on a Tuesday.
I would never in a million years have even thought I would ever make something like this. Like, this is madness.
You've got your self-raising flour.
Yeah, that's self-raising flour.
And your bicarbonate soda.
Yeah, it's
half
in.
a that's in?
Yeah.
Right, so just
I think I must have got too much bicarbonate soda.
How much do you think you put?
A whole lot.
Whoa, you put the whole lot?
Should I start again?
Yeah.
Because these guys are so far behind me in cooking skills, I decided to give them a bit of a head start today. So what I did was I just did a little bit of a trial run myself, but I'm back on track now.
When did you put your sponge in?
I'd say it has about 3 or 4 minutes left.
Yeah, put a timer on.
No, because I thought that was set up for something else.
Freewheel it.
1 hour's gone. Yep, you're freestyling again. Well done, Monday.
Am I behind?
Huh?
Am I behind?
No, you're doing well. Yes.
Okay, so we're an hour in, 2 hours to go. What do you think?
I actually think they're all doing pretty well. I think it's really hard, and I think they've got to be switched on and they've got to be methodical and they've actually got to follow the recipe.
I mean, so far I think Niamh is the one that's straight away the strongest.
Yeah. She's digested the information when she's seen the demonstration. She's like, right, that's my first thing to go on. I need to put that on. Whereas others were lining their tray.
And Evelyn took out every bit of kit out of the drawer and lined it all up.
But that's because that's the way she cooks.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in every time she's cooked. And Monday, once again, let's be honest, he's cooking sponge, he's not put the timer on, and he's pulled a blinder. How does he manage to do that?
I think, is it Colm at the back?
Yes. Yeah.
He was off to a really good start and very confident in everything that he's doing.
He wants this competition, he wants to win it.
Oshin messed up his sponge. He's pulled it back on track.
I think he has a lack of confidence. I think he's the least sure about what he's doing.
First time Simon's made a sponge, you know, there's a lot of firsts here. And I think, to be honest with you, this is the first time they've had to recreate something where they've seen it being made. And it'll be very interesting because we've had a lot of freestylers.
Yeah.
And presentation is not their strong point.
There you go.
But I think today is crystal clear that if they don't follow a recipe, it's going to be to their downfall.
The 7 celebrity cooks have watched Claire Clark's masterclass of sticky toffee pudding a la mode. Now they are replicating the dessert, and it's proving to be just as tricky as they thought.
You have no idea what's going on in my head right now. Drama.
This is your glaze, eh? Yeah. You're on top of it, you are.
You're all doing very well for time, actually. If we keep it at that pace. Maybe a little bit faster for you, Evelyn.
Faster for me.
Yeah.
I have the mixture into the mould.
I'm going to pick them up now. Hang on. I don't know whose they were.
Simon, is that mine?
I don't know. I went over to the blast chiller at one point and opened it, and about 9 mousses, a couple of the parfaits, a potted plant. Things just fell from it. What shelf were they on, love?
They would have been on top of this, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay, grand.
Sorry, darling.
No, you're grand.
Luckily enough, it had fallen onto itself, so it didn't destroy it. I needed that to happen like a hole in the head now.
You've got half an hour left.
You really need to get your mousse in and completed with the top on.
It's like maths. The formula don't work if you try and do your own thing.
It's getting a little chaotic here now.
That's it. Now divide it up.
Is that all right? Now, whoopsies.
You're walking, isn't he? You're singing.
Absolutely feeling the pressure.
These aren't going to be done, are they?
Beautiful.
Spoon, spoon, spoon.
Where the hell is it?
Okay, that's it. Time's up.
Oh, I didn't get mine on.
After 3 hours of cooking, the celebrities are serving their sticky toffee pudding a la mode. First up for tasting is Oshin.
We have everything on the plate, I think, don't we?
Yes.
We're happy with that. We've got all the elements.
Right, but let's taste it.
Let's do that. Okay, looks great. I think your mousse is very sweet. It's not just that it's not set enough, but not just like unset mousse, and it's incredibly sweet.
I think you should be making it for the wife on Sunday.
Don't know if there's enough hours in the day.
What's lacking is, I don't know if it's in there or not, but I can't see the sauce inside and
the amaretti.
amaretto biscuits.
Yeah.
But to get that far and get everything on the plate is commendable. I think you've done well.
Niamh, please step forward and present your dish.
really disappointed about the chocolate.
And you can see the importance of just keeping that momentum going and making sure to the very end. It's lovely. That's the perfect eating texture, isn't it? It's lovely, even the way that you've got it in the middle and you've got your sponge right in the centre.
It just looks as though the technique is there straight away.
That's good, isn't it?
It's lovely because you can actually see the garnish.
I get the sweet, the salty, the creamy, all together.
Yeah, good effort. Well done.
Thank you.
Lesson for all of you today is it's about timing, and the key things you have to get in the freezer earlier on are the mousse completed and the parfait completed, because those are the things that are going to form the base.
I like the texture of the parfait.
Do you know what I like about that? That is really well balanced with the salt.
Yeah. Taste it. Does it taste like the one you tasted earlier?
Well, similar.
Well, that's it then. You've achieved what you wanted to achieve, isn't it?
But today's like a massive learning curve. That's what today's all about. And it was about having a go at it and put you in good stead for tomorrow. So...
OK, thank you.
Samantha, please step forward and present your dish. Wow.
Wow.
What's your real job, Samantha, when you're not here?
Singer.
Singer? Yep. OK. If you ever need a job...
I will take this.
That good. Wow. It's seriously that good.
Yeah.
That's a restaurant dessert right there.
Smashed it. You absolutely smashed it. Well done.
Yeah.
Badass.
I don't know what to say. I think they've said it all, but you've upped your game today, young lady, haven't you, eh? The chocolate looks really, it's crisp.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Was for me. Yep.
Yeah. That's it's quite moving actually, Claire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find that?
I think I could have nailed it with another 20 minutes. But it was something I've never done before.
You're more of a free spirit.
I think so, yeah.
I think this is it, really. And I think you found the difference between cooking and patisserie. You know, cooking, you can be a little bit more of a free spirit.
Yeah.
But in patisserie, it's a science, and it needs to be exact and linear and methodical. Is your mousse missing the filling as well?
Yes, yeah. I never got around to that.
It's funny, I tasted all the sponges and your sponge has it's got lots of flavour. I think the parfait's exactly how it should be. Well done.
Thank you.
I think look, you've got things on, you've got the components on the plate, and that's what's important. We've got something to try. That's why I said just put it on the plate and give us something to try. I can see that it's filled. I can see some sauce and stuff in there. Again, I like the balance there between the salt and the sweet.
And the amaretto's really nice.
Really comes through.
I think you also doubt yourself a little bit and you're panicking during the whole process. I'm afraid to even come near you. I think you're about to, you know.
Keeps on telling me to F off.
I can tell you're enjoying it, but then I also feel you're like this constantly.
But it's amazing the things that you panic over.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I haven't got a small bowl. This is the only place in the world that's important.
If you can try and calm down a bit, I think you would have made it. I think you would have got there.
I'll take it back.
You finish it. Colin, can you bring up your dish, please?
Wow.
Yep, that's a wow moment.
Got everything on the plate. If I had another card, I'd give it to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll
get Samantha's off and we'll share it.
Lovely.
Well done. She'll be really, really happy.
I'd like to give you a hug, actually. I think that's well done. Thank you. Well done. No, I think that's the dish of the day for me. I'll be honest with you, I employ chefs that couldn't have done that dessert today. Well done today, everybody. You should all be very proud. There's been some disasters, but you've learned from it, and that's the key to today's challenge.
So tomorrow, You're going to create your own dessert. All we want is for you to give us your absolute best. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sleep well.
Can you believe we made that?
That was a thing.
Claire, I think today was like the perfect challenge for all of these guys. And I think there was a couple of really successful attempts.
Yeah, I think highlights definitely Samantha, Colm and Neve. For me, really shone today, just because, A, for what they produced, but also the way that they worked. I think the people that really struggled were Evelyn and Mundy, and Simon a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Evelyn just took too long and was too...
Panicked.
The one thing I'm dreading tomorrow now is the fact that we've done this magnificent, beautiful fabulousness, and then the dessert we're doing tomorrow, I don't know about you, but mine is going to be very basic in comparison, you know.
Tomorrow, it could be all to play for.
Today, the celebrities face a new task, but some are still recovering from the intensity of the dessert masterclass.
Yesterday was my worst day, I think, in the whole competition. It's weird how it gets into your dreams. I had a weird dream last night. It was kind of like Mission Impossible with a dessert in the middle of it.
The last 2 times I've gone into the second day, I've been under severe pressure. I don't think I'm under as much pressure today because with a couple of us there's a bit of a level playing field now, and you know, so I'm going to stick my chest out today and I'm going to be like a peacock. I'm going to let all the feathers out and see what happens.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Yesterday, we asked you to recreate Claire's beautiful dessert. Some of you did very well, and some of you not so.
Today, you all have 2 hours to create us your dessert.
I'll be looking that you've taken on board some of your comments from yesterday. Looking for inspiration, creativity, and something really tasty for me to try at the end of the day.
Today is going to be a tough one. We've all grown to love you, but at least one of you's got to go home.
Good luck, everyone. Your cooking time starts now.
Putting fruit at the heart of their desserts, the celebrities have 2 hours to impress, show what they've learnt, and fight for their place in the competition.
Where's those little foldy yolks?
Spatula should be in your drawer, Monday. Do we have bags, do we?
Good morning, Simon.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning,
Happy
Claire.
birthday.
Good morning,
Good
Daniel.
morning.
Our birthday chorus.
Do you want us to sing to you?
No, you're okay. There's far too much glass on the counter.
So what are you going to do for us today?
Today I'm making you a pear, honey and chai masala panna cotta.
Wow.
And I'm going to serve that with some chili chocolate soil, some walnut praline, and then I'm going to have a lie down.
Wow, this is really exciting. This sounds quite different to...
It is, yes. I know you haven't got a hugely sweet tooth. That's why I wanted to get the masala kind of flavours. I have cardamom pods in there and cloves and cinnamon.
Wow.
Just to try and
lovely.
just to try and balance it out, and then the autumnal fruits with berries, raspberries, blackberries, and I'm going to do a coulis with them. But the pear will be kind of at the heart of it because I'm going to put the pear into the panna cotta as well.
Claire gave me a masterclass in panna cotta yesterday,
Oh, fabulous!
so she is the lady to speak to.
Great, great. Well, if you two wouldn't mind leaving us,
Yeah.
Having excelled yesterday, Samantha is feeling confident today.
What are you doing today?
I am doing a vanilla bean roasted pear with a bourbon mascarpone cream. And then I was very inspired from yesterday, so a dark chocolate bark with chili and sea salt.
Amazing. Wow. So you've changed it since yesterday, based on yesterday.
It was just felt too basic, and I just thought that was so effective, the different flavours and tastes. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, but I'll play around
She
with
got offered a job yesterday, we need to remember that. So she's got to up her game today.
So, like, it could be delicious or it could be absolutely disgusting. I actually don't know, but we'll see. I know you're not
Could be the
a huge fan of
first time
spice.
you hired and fired in like 24 hours. So what are we making?
Making a chocolate coulant with Orchard County ice cream. See, when I was growing up, in the backyard we had goalposts. There was 4 brothers, and the 2 goalposts was an apple tree on either side. So I might know a lot about cooking in general, but know a good bit about apples.
Okay, so this is a recipe, you tried it a lot at home?
The coulant is just one mix, so it works unbelievably well as a mix. If you miss one thing, it doesn't work at all. So I've had mixed results with it.
Taking a bit of a risk with the fondant as well. Now, it's got a certain amount of time where you want it quite runny in the centre.
Yeah, but the funny thing is it stays runny for quite a while, this one.
Okay.
But it is best served, you know, while it's literally just out of the oven.
Have we got a very confident young man standing in front of us?
We've got a cook on our hands.
A quick panna cotta-related question.
Yes.
I'm going to chill it in my freezer as opposed to the blast or the fridge.
Okay. Why don't you give it like the first sort of like 15, 20 minutes in the
blast?
freezer? Oh, no, in the freezer, in your normal freezer.
Yeah.
And then pop it in your fridge.
Yeah, OK. Thank you, Claire.
Should be wobbly panna cotta. Think about
little.
that. It's an hour. Yeah, little. Thank you.
Different energy in the room there. I'm a bit concerned that maybe some people are not going into it with as much as a fight there. What do you think?
I think so. I think they seem to be, you know, aware of the time that it takes them to do that. They've all had a practice, and they seem to be working to that time rather than thinking, I need to get ahead.
Simon, it's his birthday.
Lots of ingredients in there, lots. We had a plate of food the other day where it was huge, and it was all lots of different things all going around, and we told him he needs to refine it, and I'm a bit nervous.
And then Samantha, yesterday you offered her a job.
Oh, I just thought, I mean, the finesse, I mean, like her piping on the plate was beautiful, you know?
And I think she's enjoyed it so much yesterday that she's taken some of the elements and put that on today's. How do you feel?
I think it's great. I think that's, you know, I'm chuffed that she's really taken something and said, oh, I'm going to give that a go.
Oisin, my only concern is that just that energy level is working a little bit slow.
I see a different focused young man today.
Yeah,
he's more confident. Yesterday has taught him that he made a mistake and he managed to bring it back and he caught up with everybody else.
Yeah.
Today, he's standing there, he's chest out, and he's saying, I'm doing a chocolate fondant and I've practiced this.
Yes.
And we all love a chocolate fondant.
I love a chocolate fondant. Good morning, Monday.
You came at the right time, didn't you?
Good
That's
morning.
perfect. How are you?
Yeah, good, you?
OK, a bit apprehensive today after yesterday.
What's the dessert called?
It's my take on a kind of a breakfast for dessert.
Okay. You got bacon. You got bacon.
Yeah, pancetta. So it'll be pancetta. So I'm going to make a brittle out of that.
Yeah.
Put it on the ice cream with the burnt toast powder and the orange peel frosted.
I love burnt toast.
OK, so it's going to be like, yeah, so I'm kind of trying to
it.
achieve marmalade and toast, and you're back in your granny's kitchen and a cup of black tea.
That's phenomenal.
Is it going to be like really charcoal toast, you know, like when it's really burnt?
Just about, well, it's just about burnt.
Well, burning things shouldn't be a problem.
Well,
at least you can get away with it.
I'm actually mostly wondering about undercooking my toast and undercooking my...
That's your biggest stress. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Fantastic.
We're making sandwiches for lunch, are we?
We are making sandwiches, yes. We're having bread and butter pudding with roasted plums with cinnamon and nutmeg, like a really kind of almost tart in the centre. I'm hoping to have a layer of creamy kind of mushy bread. I'm hoping that I can refine it a little bit, but the thing about bread and butter pudding is it's a comfort thing.
Yes.
So although you want it to look pretty on the plate, really you don't want to lose the elements that make it really lovely. So I'm hoping to be able to cut it in a way that you can see the layers. You need those kind of jumbly, crusty bits at the top.
Yeah, oh, they're the best
You know,
bits.
and the unctuous bit underneath.
Yeah.
So if any of you have heart conditions, I wouldn't recommend too much of it.
3 pears in a fountain.
So what are you doing for us today?
I am doing pear cooked 3 ways, essentially. I'm doing a poached pear.
Yeah.
I'm doing pear and Pernod foam, and I'm doing just pear that's lightly cooked in some butter, brown sugar, a little bit of lemon juice, and finished with some fennel pollen. Then I'm doing a chocolate soil with a blackberry sorbet, some fresh blackberries, and some Swiss meringue.
Wow.
So components, but trying to pull together chocolate, blackberry, pear, and fennel licorice.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Good luck. We got high expectations after yesterday. Yeah? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad. Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Hi, Robin. So the autumn theme, these are from the fruits from my own garden, but they're not doing very well, so I had to bring on reinforcements.
Look at this.
That's elderberry,
So that's
right?
my, yeah. And I brought elderflower cordial
you
that
make
I
that?
made, and I've been practicing tarte tatin, but I want to do sort of individual ones using these, so hopefully it'll turn out okay.
What pastry were you using for that?
Well, I'm using a sweet pastry, sort of pâté soup.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
sounds lovely.
Tarte tatin. Last time you promised me tarte tatin, it didn't arrive.
Oh.
This
Oh,
time
yeah,
we
sorry.
we
Okay,
are
well,
gonna get it this
hopefully,
time.
fingers crossed,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll keep in my fingers
Autumn
crossed.
fruits,
Yeah.
Irish autumn fruits, tarte
Okay,
tatin, hopefully.
perfect. Evelyn, she's been inspired by what grows in her garden.
Yeah, I love the elderberries and
Yeah.
the elderflower and, you know, the sort of really autumn fruits.
She made quiche with puff pastry, and now she's making tarte tatin with sweet pastry.
Yeah. It's not a classic, is it?
It seems like someone has not really taught her. She's using the wrong pastries for the wrong jobs. Neve?
Neve. Well, I think the danger is that when it's such a homely dish, when they try to turn it into a restaurant-looking dish, it turns into a disaster. And I think I saw this lovely bowl, which something Delia would have had in her books or something, and I almost hope she serves it like that.
Mondays is Monday, isn't it? It's, you know, burnt toast, ice cream, orange zest, bacon. This is
I think
dessert.
it'd be good.
Yeah, it sounds phenomenal.
This is dessert, bacon. Should we have that one last? And down to Colin, he won yesterday. Can he pull off the same today?
I think he probably can, actually. I think he looks quite confident.
You're a strong believer in him,
what
aren't
he
you?
needs to do. I do, because I just love the way that he worked yesterday. He works and thinks like a pastry chef.
So today, we've got 7 completely different dishes. Someone is going home.
Based on yesterday's performance and today's dish, which is from their heart, we've got to make a really tough call on it.
The celebrities are creating desserts using fruits. They are all feeling the pressure, as today, one of them will leave the Masterchef kitchen for good.
My neck's on the line today.
This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Yeah, get to spend your birthday in a kitchen, cooking for some of the most renowned chefs in the world. Happy birthday to me. It's fabulous.
I should be able to get this, like, I really should.
Can I come to yours of the weekend?
Yeah. Claire taught us yesterday how to make proper creme anglaise, so I'm at 83, 84. Ah.
A little bit of Heston Blumenthal happening there.
Who knows how this is going to turn out?
Okay, folks, 10 minutes left.
Yes! So I hope there's something under there now. Yay!
It's not good for my heart, eh?
Whoa! Steady.
Time's up. Stop cooking.
I think I've done it.
Colin, can you bring up your dessert, please?
Colm has made poached pear with blackberry sorbet, fresh blackberries, chocolate soil, Swiss meringue and a pear foam.
Your flavours are exceptional.
Thank you.
Really getting the aniseedy fennel, but not just harmonising really well. It's not too strong.
It punches you in the face. I think it's really good. Really, really good.
It's a very well-made dessert.
Thank you, Chef.
You just need to up your game in the main kitchen.
God, that was intense. That plate is my Masterchef journey so far, and I loved it.
Birthday boy, can you bring us your dish, please?
For his dessert, Simon has made pear, honey and masala chai panna cotta with chili chocolate soil, raspberries and walnut praline.
Oh, it's got perfect wobble. Yeah, it should always wobble.
Happy with that?
It's really unusual.
I think it's lovely. It's really quite strong of all those flavours coming through. The only thing that is distracting me from the dish overall, and I really don't think goes, is the mint.
Oh, Lord!
What yesterday taught me was relax, take a chill pill, do it step by step, get that bit done, clean down, do the next bit. And it meant that with 15 minutes to go today, I was ready.
Monday, can you bring up your dish, please?
Mundy has created vanilla ice cream with burnt toast dust, bacon brittle, frosted orange peel and a ginger snap. All served with a nice cup of tea.
What have you actually called this dish?
It's called Sunday Morning Coming Down.
Wow.
It's after a Chris Christopherson song.
Okay.
So I've got to get a bit of bacon, a bit of that, a bit of toast. It's not unpleasant at all. It's actually quite nice.
Glad you think so.
I'm all over this. I think it's great. It's you as well, you know. I love the story behind it. Absolutely brilliant. It's knocked me out.
Thank you. I guess they were looking for a little bit of, I suppose, being brave and sticking to your guns, and I thought maybe that's a point that they have said stands to me, and I just said, well, maybe this is what I should do, so.
Samantha, please bring us your dish.
Samantha is serving roasted pears with bourbon mascarpone, chili and pistachio chocolate pieces, and caramelized hazelnuts.
I think it's delicious. It looks like it should be in a magazine.
Wow, thank you.
You know that just the chocolate when you put it on top of the pear and it started melting on top of it when it was hot is, you know, it's just yumminess.
Do you know something? You've come in this competition to learn and to grow as a cook, and you're doing it on a daily basis, and you should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful plate of food, that.
Mumbalicious.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Dessert week has been a massive highlight for me, particularly because I was really down when I'd had my mess up with my dish prior to that, so it's been a big confidence boost.
Evelyn, can you bring up your dessert, please?
For her dessert, Evelyn has cooked individual apple, plum and pear tarte tatin with elderflower crème anglaise.
I don't think that's strong enough in elderflower to call it an elderflower crème.
All right, okay.
I was really worried about this because you use puff pastry to make a quiche, and now you're using short pastry to make tarte tatin, and I was sort of like really confused by it, but it's pleasant. It's got a lovely mouthfeel.
Yeah, I think the pastry is actually really nice. It's got a lovely texture.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My old Midlander friend.
Yeah.
Listen, will you sing me a lullaby? I did okay. I think nothing compared to all the other creations I saw. I'm really proud of everyone.
Niamh, please, can we taste your dish?
Niamh is serving a sharing plate of roast plum bread and butter pudding with bay custard and raspberry ice cream.
I think you should play Mother.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So,
It's gorgeous.
I know there isn't a lot of refinement
The ice
in
cream's
it.
delicious.
I think if someone brought that to my table
Yeah.
and I was dining with my family, there would be not a scrap left.
Fantastic.
Well done, Niamh.
Thank you. Thank you
Well
so
done.
much.
I came, I saw, I fed the 5,000.
I thought I would struggle these 2 days because desserts are not my thing, so I'm really pleased it went so well.
Oisin, can you bring over your dessert, please?
Oisin's dessert is a chocolate coulant with orchard county apple ice cream and fresh blackberries.
Oh, lovely. There's some fudgy.
It's a soft scoop ice cream.
I love it. I love the nuts around the outside, really add a bit of texture.
Maybe if the ice cream's a little bit colder for me, would be a bit nicer. There's some great technique used there.
Thank you.
I am so proud that you're still here. And to watch you work today, I'll be honest with you, you are so employable. It's unbelievable. You should be really proud of yourself.
Yes! I don't know if I'm going to get in the next round or not, but, you know, I'd love to. And you know what? If I don't, I'm going home with some hay today.
So, unfortunately, it's Judgment Day. I was pretty blown away by what everyone's done. I think it's going to be quite tricky. What are your thoughts on I'll say Oisin, for instance. How do you think he got on?
He really struggled on the first task, in the first few hours. And then towards the end of that task, he just took flight. And today, he's blossomed from that. He's got a new confidence, and he's come in and he's produced a nice tasting dessert.
We've all done unbelievable there.
We actually, like...
But especially me.
Neve.
I think she's just a ray of sunshine, and she just comes into the room. First thing she does, tie her hair up, and as soon as she's done that, she just cracks on with the task. And today, that bread and butter pudding, in my eyes, was the standout dish.
Evelyn.
She gets flustered, and then she sort of spirals downwards because she kind of loses her momentum.
Well, for me, Samantha today, she nailed that dish. It came up, it looked like something out of a glossy magazine.
I mean, she stood out yesterday, and she stood out again today.
Simon, today, I thought Simon had created a beautiful dish.
Yes. I still think he needs to work on refinement.
The only thing I just didn't work for me was the mint was one ingredient too far.
And Claire, what do you think of Monday's dish?
It's not a pastry chef's dish.
No.
There's a difference between a pastry chef's dish and a chef who makes a dessert.
Yes.
And to me, that's a chef who makes a dessert.
And then you've got the polar opposites, Colin.
And that's what I said to him yesterday, you know, I said, look, yes, you can follow a recipe, you can do it really well, and that's great technically, but I kind of wanted to see a bit more of Mundy in him and him to sort of bring something else to the plate, and he did that.
Claire, thank you very much for coming. It's been an absolute joy.
You're too kind, and I've enjoyed it immensely, but you guys really have got your work cut out now.
I think we've got a very tough decision, which ones are going to keep and which one we're going to send home.
Let's get in and get this over with.
I think there are a couple of people who are safe, and I think, as I said last week, the rest of us are standing on trapdoors.
I know that I'm close to getting the chop. I feel that anyway.
Thank you very much for being patient. The last couple of hours have been very difficult for us. We've had to think about the last couple of days and how you've all progressed within this competition.
You guys did phenomenally well, not only yesterday, but today especially, actually. I found that everyone produced an incredible plate of food, and it showed the progress and the skill level that is at this stage of the competition. Unfortunately, there has to be someone that we've got to pick to go home. The person that we're going to send home today is...
I'm sorry, Evelyn, it's you.
No, that's fine.
I'm really, really sorry. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's the right decision. I think you're all brilliant. I've enjoyed myself. I suppose it's a bit like Charles Dickens. It was the best of times and it was the worst of times. So to use another meteorological statement, I've gone from highs to lows.
The next challenge is going to be one of the most difficult for you. It's the restaurant challenge.
We're sending you to 3 of the toughest, best restaurants in Dublin.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Wow.
It's going to get tough now, and we've got to start whittling it down to find our MasterChef champion.
I don't think I'm going to be a big fan of the restaurant service. Having some randomer head chef who isn't even Robin or Daniel, probably screaming down our necks.
I'm actually looking forward to the restaurant. Why not? I mean, I'm in absolute bonus territory now, so I might as well just keep going and see where it brings me.
Next time on Celebrity Masterchef.
But this is why I entered MasterChef.
First time in a pro kitchen, I think it's going to be really tough work.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure because nothing's coming and then everything comes at the one time.
I think this is the hardest decision we've had to make. So the person who's leaving the MasterChef kitchen is.
And then there were 6. More from MasterChef next Monday night. This Wednesday sees the return of our favourite sofa viewers. Gogglebox Ireland is back Wednesday at 9. On the way after the break, Tonight with Vincent Brown.